Alright. Um, F-35. It doesn't have a campaign in the game, so I'm just going to do walkthrough of all the weapons. Start it up. Main battery to your right. Next to it is your APU. Let that fire up. Your HUD power. Your screen power. Most important, canopy, because it's loud. You have a touch screen, which is cool. You can have 4 different panels. I usually go navigation map on one, camera on the other, and whatever you want on this other one. But right now we're going to go radar. Then next, start up your engine. It won't rev all the way since it's a VTOL aircraft. On your left, you have your lights, landing lights, strobe lights, navigation lights, formation lights. Don't really need a formation light. And if you notice, there's no settings for flaps, and that's because it's like the computer will set the flaps to how it needs, if that makes sense. So, alright. So first off, also, parking rates right here. Set it, or let off, and you're good. I'll fly over here. Yeah, maybe throttle, launch bar hook, jettison, your instrument lights, comms, how you arm your weapons, your radar power, how to look at your fuel, how to go to autopilot, everything like that. You could save layouts by clicking and holding. I don't have that set up. I should. Saved. Now, well, if I were to click off of it, let's go. This
Alpha 1,
layout 1.
Overlord. Pop-up hostile bullseye. 2, Niner, free. 14, 18,000. Tracking west. Group. Bullseye. 0, 6, 4. 25,000. Hot. Fast.
Alright, anyway. And yeah, it'll switch back to it. Yeah. Get to it. That's a good one. Gear up, which is right above your wing fold. Alright, first off, radar, power on, arm, go M120s to start.
Shoot.
Hit him. I was gonna mark that too, but we'll just shoot 2 at him. It's a classic AIM-120, same as every other plane. We go to AIM-9 Plus, actually go to Systems, AIM-9 Plus, change it to head tracked, because then it'll go where you're looking instead of being stuck to only the front of your plane. We just gotta get close enough to the plane to shoot it. Now that we're looking at it with our head, we can much more easily see it.
Shoot. Over T. Shoot.
Where did it go? Alright, well, it's already shot down, but we're still gonna shoot it. I have 4, so I'm just gonna shoot them all. And it'll obviously hit, Now they are heat-seeking missiles, so they can more easily be defended with flares. Well, I remember, change this.
Chaff flare.
Yeah, that'll be good. Alright, next up we have bombs. First off, we're going to start with the laser guided bombs, which is pretty easy. Go to systems, go laser guided. You can either make it laser guided bomb or a dumb bomb, which I definitely recommend laser guided as it is much more easier. Go over here, lock onto the radar, and fly towards it. Now you'll know when to drop the bombs when the little arrow at the top of the big circle that's telling you which way you should head, and once you get closer there'll be like a small box that tells you when to let go when it's in the circle.
Over D. Over D. Over D.
Oh, that's close.
Over D. Over D.
Oh well,
Over D.
that's fine. A little bit of wing damage, but that's fine. And when that square gets close, or when it gets in that circle, just drop the bombs.
Chaff flare. Over D. Chaff over flare. Over D. Over D.
There are the two bombs right there. Zoom out a little. And laser guided, so it'll hit right on. With the rest of the targets, we're just going to use the other bombs. Next up is we'll do the GPS bomb. It's pretty simple. You set a waypoint on the GPS. That's right. And set a waypoint. Zoom out. And then
Over D.
fly
Over D.
back around.
Over D.
And then
Missile launch.
the little arrow will tell you when to drop or when to release. But I was distracted, so I missed it, but you're supposed to drop when it says release and when it's lined up.
Plop. Plop. Plop.
Now I definitely messed that up, but oh well.
Over D.
GPS guided, it will move to where the GPS point is set. Pretty simple, self-explanatory. Next we have the regular bomb. Yeah, it's just a regular bomb, dumb bomb. So it's cool. And yeah, it's just simple, regular. Well, on the F-35, you have to hold the trigger and then hit B to release. And they'll release. Yeah. Just regular old bombs.
Over D. Over D.
And
Over D.
it's pretty simple. Just, weapons are pretty much the same. So
Over D.
nothing new. and I forgot to equip the gun, so that's just a simple gun. And we'll move on to next set of weapons. Alright, we're back with all the anything I missed or forgot to add in. So we'll just start this back up and get going. Now, I am a little heavy, so I'm going to dump some fuel in order so I can show a vertical takeoff. What we gotta do is go to SMS, fuel config, and start dump.
Fuel dumped.
And you'll start dumping fuel.
Fuel dumped. Fuel
You get
dumped.
to the
Fuel dumped.
desired. Yeah, that's probably good enough. Back. Alright, vertical takeoff. You gotta tilt your wings using your thumbstick or your thumbstick on the throttle and make sure it's at 90. And yeah, after that you just go. Because you can see how the nozzle's pointed down and um, everything's opened up, so the extra fan, all that. Next, all you gotta do is just go up. Landing gear. Slowly tilt it back forward.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
Don't need landing gear. Boom. Easy.
Shaft flare. Landing gear. Landing gear.
Now, quickly, actually we're gonna let them deal with that. First, I'm going to find our target. So first I gotta find those SAM sites that I was shooting at last time. I'm just gonna shoot at those. Now let's see, go SMS, turn, AGM, there's nothing special. I got one in front of us. Too far out of range apparently. I'll shoot once we're close enough. There we are. Slow down. Come on, come on, come on. Alright. So now we can see where it's set. Next we got to make our waypoints. Make it where we want. Set a waypoint there. Go through the valley. Set. And then lastly go there. Then go to GPS. Yeah. Follow that. Make it a path. Back to nav. And then should switch to this. And we'll fire it. I don't know where it's coming from. It might be that.
Shaft flare. Over T. Over T.
Yep. Alright.
Shoot. Missile launch. Shoot.
And it will shoot it.
Over T.
The wings will unfold and I'll follow the path. I already lost where they went. Oh, they're right there. And we can even follow them.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
And they'll fly their own path to the point.
Altitude. Altitude.
If I don't crash into them.
Altitude. Altitude.
They have terrain avoidance, I'm pretty sure. So they won't hit the ground. Yep. And we'll follow the GPS all the way to the point.
Altitude. 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 Altitude.
Also, when you're setting your GPS points, if you don't want them like all the way on the ground like this, if you want to fire it from higher, when you're making your GPS points, you can change how high that point is set to. And so that they'll slowly go down instead of hugging the ground like they are now. And when they get close, they'll pitch up and then drop down. Just like that. Next is just gun, nothing special.
Altitude.
Yep.
Altitude.
That's pretty much it for the walkthrough.
Over T.
And we'll try to make a little cinematic. Be back soon.